Okay, I'll wait for a couple people to get in here. Let's see if that works. Hopefully it's live. Well, I guess I'll get right to it. I had tried to put this up there as a video, and for whatever reason, YouTube knocked it down twice. How you doing, George? All right, good. So people are in here. All right, let me run through this for you. Got called in here, 2014 Jeep Compass, got a 2.4, and it would not run inspection monitors. I feel silly doing this all over again here because I was actually doing this live. I'm going to go and making those videos. Hello, hello, hello. I'm just gonna say hello to everybody one time, and then I'm gonna keep on moving on here. So, got called in. I'll go in there and show you what I did. I identified the car. I went in there to go read DTCs, and there were no DTCs at all stored in the car. If it ever shows, let's go. Getting DTC groups. All right, so no codes whatsoever that was stored in the car, but the car would not run inspection monitors. Like always, here it is. New Jersey rejected another one. So, run you down what I did here. So the first thing that I want to do is, if I'm going to have, you brought me Duncan? I'll take it. Bring it on down. I'm going to run into my enhanced OBD2, and we're going to take a quick look at our mode 6 data. So, or actually I shouldn't do that first yet. First, let's double check, make sure that on the global side that there are no codes. So absolutely nothing in there. Right now we just checked. If you're looking at that, there are 3, 4, 7, and A. All got just checked in one check. Oh, thank you, Colin. I appreciate that. So I'm going to go into our mode 6 data now. I want to see what the computer is seeing. You can recommend it. I'm not sure I'd go along with it. Anyhow, here's what we got. So on here, if you look at how this is set up, we'll have our individual test IDs and show what's passed. The thing I concern myself with is what looks marginal to me, right? So 1.2, my value was 1.92, the maximum was 8. That seems reasonable. Oxygen sensor test result, you'll see that they show pass, but as I scroll through, and you can always go back and watch this again, I look for anything at all that shows marginal. When I see numbers like this, by the way, like where it says 0.529, 0.529, there's no way it actually hit that number exactly, so I'm going to say that that's just, it passes the test even without having to run specific numbers. Yes, there's lots of ones with corroded boxes. I've seen that as well. So, and if anybody doesn't later on, if you're listening to this later on and you don't know what I'm, you'll hear me answering some of these questions. It's a live chat. You could just open up a live chat and watch it again later, and then you'll see who I'm talking to. So I'm going to keep on scrolling through, and since I've done this already, I will get you to the point where I was at, which was showing fuel system monitor bank 1 showed failed. That's what I skipped. I didn't show you guys what the readiness monitors were. The readiness monitors, what I cared about is the one that says not ready. The only one on this car that says not ready is the fuel system monitor. So, again, no codes. One monitor not ready, that's our fuel system monitor. And there's mode 6 data in there that says the same thing. So one of the things I wanted to see was whether or not we had any bulletins. So all I did was I came up in all that and I searched the word monitor. And at the very bottom, it gave me a list of all my technical service bulletins. It is a Jeep Compass, that's right. So as I came through here, I started reading through this, and it says, this bulletin supersedes another one. It says the fails emission certification or sensor code P219A. And symptom condition, let me highlight that here, it might be easier for you guys to read it. I don't know if it will or not. Whoop, if I can get it there. But as you can see, just look at the part here where it has the star. It says, in addition, customers may report that the vehicle has failed the emission certification test. Upon further investigation, it may be found that the individual cylinder fuel control monitors are reporting as failing to the scan tool, even though the monitors themselves have actually been passed. So what they're doing here is they come up with a reprogramming procedure or a programming update to help fix these type of problems. Of course, they give you 0.2 hours, which is nonsense, but that's what they want you to do. So how do you find out whether or not it needs it? Your audio is distorted? Oh, I apologize for that. I hope that's not the case. So I go into Google, just type in Chrysler flash availability. You'll see this one right here pops up. It says Chrysler scan tool flash availability document. That document comes directly from Chrysler. And when you get in there, it's going to give you a PDF that comes up over here. Now, on that PDF, here's my suggestion to you. Download it. It is a ridiculous number of pages, but I want you to download it. It's 1,182 pages, but it's going to make your life easier to do this. All right, so you're going to pull up a box here, and let's do this together. I will get rid of this, even though we already know it's there. So this is what you'll have on the screen after you download it. All right, I'm going to go back into my enhanced OBD2, and I'm going to pull up my mode 9. And in mode 9, what I'm looking for is my engine calibration identification number. So in this case here, it's 68193983. So how do we find that nice and easy? Well, I'm going to come up here to the right hand side where the 3 dots are, go on there and hit find. And I already have that number typed in, but you'll see what it does. It'll give me that one specifically, and it will shoot me over to wherever that is. Let me see if I got to go up or down. There it is. It will pull me all the way through that 1,182 pages of documents to get me directly here. Okay? And that's what I want to see. So that's the old part number, the 681938AG. Even if I knew nothing at all about this car, I don't even have to put my YTech on there to determine that yes, I need that there is a programming update available. I can come right in here and look it up. So there's my old part number, and there's a new part number available. These are the TSBs that have been referenced along the way, but as you can see, they've made a few updates to that computer. So I'm sure they had some problems along the way. So the next thing I will do on this car is I will do the programming update on it before I go crazy. The numbers, remember I said to you before, those numbers on that mode 6 test, they weren't crazy. They weren't far out. They were, you know, a tight tolerance. Let me go back there and I'll show you again. If you look at those numbers, see that minimum, the value, and then the maximum. So this is my test value that I came up with, right? So my minimum was 1.09 and my maximum is 1.99. I'm not that far out. And when the numbers are that tight, I don't always like whenever I see something that way. To me, that means that they had a really, really tight spec from the factory. And I look at this one over here, 0.98, 0.89 being the maximum. Again, super tight specs. You know, I don't know what they stand for, and I don't really need to know what they stand for. When I look at that, though, my thought process on these are, well, that looks like a really tight spec. I see a programming update available. So do I want to go crazy here? Is there something I should be looking for? There are no codes. The fuel trims on this thing, spot on beautiful. Let's go back in here again. I'll do it again, enhanced OBD. I could have just went back one and look at the data stream. I'll pull that up. Yeah, I apologize there. I know I'm missing lots of comments in the chat, but I just want to try to get through this for you before they make me move my van yet again, because I think I'm on the 6th time of moving my van. Just take a quick look at the fuel trims. And our fuel trim there, I mean, that was about as close as you're going to get to being perfect. Off idle, same kind of numbers. They actually get even a little bit better off idle. You'll start to see once we get into a certain spot there where it evens out. You'll see it'll get down to, it'll run around like 0.1, 0.3. So, all right. So this is just what I wanted to show you though. So I'm not going to go crazy on this thing and start searching down a problem that's not there. Again, if it had anything at all that it really saw as a problem, it would have set a code or would have given us a pending code somewhere in the global OBD. So I'm going to do the programming on this first. Then we're going to take it out, give it a long ride, try to run the emissions monitors. But what I wanted you to see was that. I wanted you to see the way to get, you can go in there and get some flash availability. I know Brian Mann, if you guys don't know Mann's Auto, he's M-A-N-N. So he also just put out another video also. He's been starting to do something there, some kind of training group as well. Hopefully I'll see him soon. But I know he just put out a couple of videos as well on how to find some calibration files. Matter of fact, I think maybe, what the heck, we're here. Let's do it. Let's go to YouTube. why not? I could be a YouTube guy too, right? Let's see what we get. And there we go. We got things that are suggested on here. And we're going to go to, hello. There we go. MANN. No, not coming up that way. I got to put his full name in. Brian. MANN. And there he is right there. So that's the Brian man I'm referring to. And Brian just put out a couple of videos. I saw them in there. See which ones he has. There we are. GM calibration lookup on a Chevy Cobalt. I feel like there was just another one that he put out as well. I could be wrong. But anyhow, that seems to be the group that he has there, that hands-on training group. And, you know, give it a look. You'll be able to see. Here's Motorcraft's website using used PCM tear tags. You know, share the love. Get out there and go, you know, see some new people in there. But again, some of that information is there. So now you've seen that. You see how to do the Chrysler one, and it's real easy. You know, when you can just get in there and type in the words Chrysler scan tool flash availability, and then you get up this little document. And that document, remember, use the find feature, unless you really want to sift through 1,182 pages. All right. Any questions? I'll try to answer them now if I see them pop up here in the chat. Thanks for sharing, just coming in. Can I start over from the top? No. Let's see. Good to see you, Terry. Yep, I'm hoping that is going to be the full answer to this. My buddy Scotty Kilmer there says dealer lever scan tool. Yeah, I can do that. Saturday Night Live featuring Keith. Yeah, if only it were night. Had a couple of buffers. I'm sorry about that. Google is king. All right, so if you have any questions, just throw them in there now. Can you get a Kangol? Yes, you can. Come on down to Staten Island. Let's do it. All right, so I think I got everybody here. Hopefully, if I missed any questions, just leave them in the comments afterwards. But can you not do it with Bosch? No, you can't do a programming update with this with the ADS 325. The 625, however, has a J2534 device built in that you can use, but I'm not 100% sure on how that works. However, I'm actually going to be meeting with Bosch on Tuesday, so I will let you know. I might have some answers for that. Will I show the programming? Do you really want me to? I mean, it's going to be Y-Tech if I'm going to do it. I'm not going to do the J2534 simply because I don't have enough time for that right now. J2534 programming, if you want to see that, go see Keith Perkins, L1 Automotive. You want to go check him out if you haven't gotten there already. He does a lot on the J2534 programmings. I know he actually teaches classes on it in his Patreon, which is amazing. And he'll also be doing that class, as far as I know, on Super Saturday in October down in Pennsylvania, which I really hope I can meet some of you guys and do it. Will I do it on Wi-Fi or a cellular? I'll be doing this one, well, the answer is yes and yes. So cellular using a hotspot. And that's how I'll do it. Hey, Keith Perkins, if you're still in here, give a comment there so the guys can know where they're going to go check out your J2534 videos. Alright, so then what I'll do is I'll probably end up making another video then for the Y-Tech, because I have a lot to set up before I do that. Plus I need to go inside first and go get the customers okay, because they do have me here for, well, quite a few others. I think there's 4 over there waiting for me. So, so I'll have to get there okay first. Alright, anyhow, I will speak to you all soon. Best of luck. And I appreciate you stopping in there, Jeremy, and deciding that this is where you wanted to preach. I don't know why this became the place you wanted to preach. But anyhow, you guys all have a great day. South Boston, good to see you stopped in. Tomorrow is digging day, just to let you know. So if you guys don't know, I'll be opening up another channel starting tomorrow, also doing some metal detecting out there, because apparently I need a hobby. So that's what I'm going to do. Everyone, have a great day. Yes, I'll be at the World Pack Expo as well. I'll see you all soon.